in the Big Ten. Santa Clara 13-5-2, 8-1 in the WCC. They are, of course, the reigning national champions. They got past Georgetown. Off we go. I'm Christian Taylor. Glad to have you with us today here on ESPN Plus. Wisconsin in the white, moving from right to left, and Santa Clara in the black, moving from left to right. Both of these two coaches just really excited to see their teams at this point in the season. Both teams have absolutely grinded, of course. No game is ever easy in the Big Ten, and these Badgers were able to pick off a few draws and get enough victories to push themselves into the postseason. In Santa Clara in a very difficult WCC as well. Of course, you know how difficult that is. BYU just beat Virginia last night, so just a sign of how good this is and how they've prepared this season. So they're both geared up for this one. Wisconsin, a very physical team, and Jerry Smith knows that. He's going to try and do the same thing that he did against Georgetown. He knew that Georgetown were a very tall, very physical team, and they were able to possess the ball and try and take them out of the game. They outshot the Hoyas 13-4 and really looked the better team on the ground. They kept the ball on the ground. Meanwhile, Wisconsin just overpowered UC Irvine back on Friday. That game was down at George Mason in Fairfax, Virginia. And so Wisconsin get their first footing on this ground. Meanwhile, Santa Clara have seen this field already, so they might be used to it. Forward it goes. Good opportunity coming for Claire Odmark. It's brought down this right-hand side, and Karen Gore looking to push forward. And it is out of play here. Santa Clara running in a 4-4-2 in this game. Gore, Reeves, Loetta, Bubness there on the back line. Mitchell, Nezu, Menti, Smith in the midfield. Turnbow, D'Aquila up top. For Wisconsin, they're strong two center backs, McConnell and Monticello, rocking it this season. Headed it backwards there. Good look by Cami Murtha, who's starting this match on the overlap. And just out of play. Maya Richter's there on that left-hand side. Running up for it is Claire Odmark. Both of those two starting. Rest of the starters look like so. Emma Jaskinak, Natalie Vigiano, Gabby Green, Maya Sella, Izzy Verdugo. And in goal, Jordan Bloomer for Wisconsin. Didn't know where it was. Kicked away. Of course, in goal for Santa Clara is Kylie Fouch. Took over for Marley Nicholas, who went down earlier this season against UCLA with an ACL injury. It's heart-wrenching, Jerry Smith, but he's been very pleased with how Kylie Fouch has stepped into this role after winning a national championship. Wasn't expecting too much playing action, you know, coming in, but now all of a sudden he said that she's just been pushed into the mix and had some really big saves. Actually, it was a big reason why they beat Stanford on their way through here. Playing with it here, Sally Menti, and push to the right-hand side for Karen Gore. Looking for the through ball. And Lucy Mitchell could not connect with it. Played just over 3 minutes here. There's a quick look at Jordan Bloomer. Graduate student out of Heartland, Wisconsin. Two-time former Big Ten Goalkeeper of the Year. Picked that up in the spring season and the full 2019 season. It's actually been incredible, Jordan Bloomer's career, really in her entire time in Madison, Wisconsin. Has never really allowed more than 2 goals in a game. In fact, she's only allowed more than 2 goals just twice in her career. And those were 3-goal games. That's it. Nothing more. Brought back in here, Murtha. Goes back to Jaskinak. Monticello. Junior out of Arlington, Virginia, so back to her old stomping grounds. And it rolls out of play. You know, she's got some fans here. I asked Paula Wilkins about that. She said, oh yeah, they're here in full voice, that's for sure. Lots of Badgers fans here. There's another look at Jordan Bloomer. 21 starts this season, and 10-5-6 record, has allowed 15 goals this season. How about that goals against average? That is one of the best in the nation, while picking up 75 saves. That's in a very difficult Big Ten as well. And they were able to keep some of those powerhouses just off the score sheet. Meanwhile, there's just a brief look at Lucy Mitchell, who looks like she had to just be taken off here for a moment. Didn't look too pleased with what happened there, but now she'll be able to trot back out. The sophomore transferred in from Notre Dame has adjusted nicely to things at Santa Clara, adjusted to the culture. Loose in the middle here, and quickly upended, but Wisconsin continue with it. Iacella was dispossessed, getting back to her feet was Sally Menti. She's the one who got tripped up, and down this left-hand side, Skylar Smith, too heavy of a touch coming in. Monticello, right back to Lucy Mitchell, who just trotted off injured a few moments ago. We've played over 5. No score yet in this matchup here at Shaw Field, the campus of Georgetown University. They, of course, got the nod. We're the highest seed here in this small region, and lost yesterday to Santa Clara, or a couple days ago, to Santa Clara in overtime. And Jordan Bloomer able to scoop that one up there. Trying to wave off her lines here. Will be a big day for the 2 center backs for Wisconsin, Aiden McConnell and Macy Monticello. Aiden McConnell has come right in and shown just how good she is. Started every game this season, logged over 2,000 minutes. Freshman out of Dexter, Michigan. There's a brief look at Kylie Fouch. You see 13 starts. Kind of was given the nod mid-season, and Jerry Smith's been very happy with what she's been able to do. Has a winning record as well, 9-4. Pooching this one forward, could be a chance here. Fouch comes out. Is able to smother it. Fouch really just saw one shot right at her back on Friday against Georgetown. That was a goal for Sydney Cummings of Georgetown. As we take another look at it. Oathmark was pretty close, same with Cami Murtha. Throw one coming for Santa Clara, taken quickly. DeQuilla was hit from behind. Just missing it, Iacella for Wisconsin. The break could be on. Menti. Oh, lovely through ball to Turnbow. Could this be the moment for Turnbow? Oh, brilliantly stopped by Bloomer. Still inside the penalty area. Turnbow, another brief look. Getting right in front was McConnell, and sliding out Bloomer. Could have been an early goal for the Broncos, but the graduate student was able to get right in front of it. But how about that ball threaded through to Turnbow? As we take another look at it, Sally Menti, she could do that very well, and Turnbow has been known to get behind defenders, and she really did there, but was unable to convert. That is how quickly this Broncos team can come at you. We saw it in the NCAA tournament last year. We're seeing it all this season again. So Wisconsin will look to settle this game down. Coach Wilkins, she very much addressed how good Santa Clara plays, and she said to just focus on Turnbow. One of the best players we will ever see this season. And she's seen a lot of good ones, especially there in the Big Ten. She's saying a lot. Just have to find a way to stop her. Santa Clara is a team who was willing to change systems. So Paula Wilkins looking to adjust with them. But at the end of that all, no score. Goal kick coming for Kylie Fouch, sophomore out of Lake Stevens, Washington. Just over the head of Menti, and it's one in the air by Murtha. It sails out of play. A good handful of fans here at Shaw Field. A lot of Badger fans, maybe slightly outnumbering the Santa Clara fans, but not by much. Jaskinak works it back to the defense. Monticello, third-team All Big Ten selection, started every game this season. Picked up 4 shots. Second in minutes on this team behind her fellow center back in Aiden McConnell. It's a loose ball here, sliding in and just missing it was Maya Sella. Break is on again. Sally Menti already having a great day in the midfield, but pushes that one just in front of Lucy Mitchell. Picking up the pieces is Izzy Verdugo. Throw for Santa Clara. Have looked very dangerous in transition. And are looking to possess the ball here. Glad to have you with us this Sunday afternoon here on ESPN+. It's the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. Winner plays the winner of Duke and St. John's. Goal kick coming for Jordan Bloomer, and we'll take it short this time around. Monticello. So not only has she had a good first year, Macy Monticello, but back in 2019 was named to the All Big Ten freshman team. She started every game that season. Has started every single game in her career. And a big swing and a miss on the left side for Maya Richters, freshman out of Farmington Hills, Michigan. See a lot of Midwest players on this Wisconsin team coming from Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. Paula Wilkins has such a great range of recruiting talent. Brought down here, Vigiano. Nearly got to her teammate, instead it's picked off by Emma Reeves. Now we've talked about the center back pairing for Wisconsin, but how about for Santa Clara? Emma Reeves and Alex Loera. Polar opposites is what Jerry Smith said. Emma Reeves is the very steady back as we get back to this. Turnbow, great move to D'Aquila, who's tripped up here. And another opportunity, but Bloomer on the save. Corner kick coming. Referee Carl Coomer allowed things to continue. Maybe a few Santa Clara shouts for a penalty as we take another look at this. Turnbow had just brilliantly got it. Then D'Aquila, that's a clean look. Well done by Maya Richters, who came back. Corner coming for the Broncos. Something that Jerry Smith said they're decent at this year, set pieces. This one looks pretty dangerous, but it's sent into the middle. Looking to pick up the pieces is Reeves. Back into the penalty area, headed right at Bloomer. Best chances of the game have come from Santa Clara, but Jordan Bloomer has stayed strong. Try to clear out everybody again. Another dangerous ball in from Emma Reeves, junior out of Carmel Valley, California. Oh, that's a great boot there. Headed backwards by Natalie Vigiano. But goes just off the shin of Turnbow, and see Monticello just trying to keep Turnbow in her midst. Lucy Mitchell falls to the ground. On the right-hand side, Maya Sella for Wisconsin. Oh, brilliant header by Loera. Brief look over her shoulder, Menti. Menti on the push again. Just shoves Vigiano away from her. Lovely possession again by the Broncos. Closing down in just a half hour to go in the opening half. No score yet, but Santa Clara have been knocking on the door.